Good evening, everyone. So here I will explain and discuss the advantages of RA. And what are the implications of RA? To showcase this scenario, I will show you in C++ and JavaScript. But what for this today's discussion, I would go for JavaScript. Actually, they have the same concept for C++. So I have created here to showcase the functionalities. So I have created here a function which is student list that hold students with the name, age, GPA, and grade level. So as you can see here, I have 10 students. I have John, June, Joseph, Jasper, Jason, Jacob, Johnson, Joshua, Jamar, and Jeffrey. And as you can see here, I'm printing them out using the console log with the name, age, the GPA, and the grade level. So on the second function that I have written, I have also students without an array. So why I'm showing this is to showcase, as I mentioned earlier, the discussion that we have will be the difference between array and writing a program without the help of an array. Okay. So what are the disadvantages and advantages of an array, using an array in a program and without an array? As you can see here, I have just defined a one variable name and listed all the students in one single variable. And the beauty of it is I can do manipulation. So basically, using the array, you have a collection of students, and using these predefined functions, or what we call in JavaScript the high order functions. Basically, it's a function that accepts another function. So what I'm showing you right now here is just an array iterator to show to display the list of the students. And as you can see here on the second part of the function is basically I have defined students one by one with different variable names. If you could see here the difference between using of those variables throughout the program, there is a redundancy, and your line of codes will be growing bigger, and your code will be hard to trace back using the individual variable naming convention. And if you could see the implications also on the development perspective, as a software developer, it grows complexity on your code. And at the same time, let's take an example. You have a certain function that you want to load the list of number of records. You, without an array or collection in programming, or without this paradigm or concepts introduced in programming, it's gonna be a hell of a job for a software developer writing concepts, logics, writing and defining variable names, especially during the execution time. And in terms of memory allocation as well, if you could see here, this is one of the disadvantages I can see using the individual without the help of array. So luckily, our four grandfathers and software developers have defined a concept of arrays, or collections of objects, that helps our data structure problems, and it gives us and save us more time during data manipulation, filtering, like for example, as I mentioned, of the one higher order functions that is defined in JavaScript. So we have filtering, sorting, find, and a lot more functions that are defined. But if you can see here in the individual defining of variables, it will take time, because one variable you need to get, compare, and your coding strategy or line of codes will be going bigger and bigger, and your code implementation is more complex and more complex as time goes by, the more functions we have created. That's all. Thank you so much.